In this video, we will see how to create all the groups of the show file automatically using the layouts as a reference. The show file has 9 group options: bin, spot, RGB1, RGB2, atomic, which are your strobes, blinder, your audience lights, and extra 1, extra 2, and extra 3. A group doesn't need to have a single fixture type. You can mix models. For example, if I have a wash and a P5 doing the same role as lighting a scenery or a set or a background, I'm gonna set them both at the same group. There's no problem. And also, the group names are just a reference for you to be easy to remember and what's most common for us to have on a stage. Like you have bin, spot, RGB1, 2, but you can have different fixture types. For example, like a wash in your spot group, you can have a LED bar on your bin. So take the name as just a reference of the majority of the stages. Sometimes you will get into a stage that there's no bins. If you want to use the bin group, there's no problem. You can put something else there. So how it works? The group maker uses a layout as a reference to build your groups automatically. And the first thing you need to make sure is that your layouts are in Dimmy Tools data pool. So if you imported the layouts using a PSR in a different data pool, make sure to move them to the data pool Dimmy Tools. There is a view to assist you, that is the group view. In this view, just like the PSR view, you have a layout pool with the data pool Dimmy Tools selected and another layout pool with the data pool default. If you import it to another data pool, just change it here. And when you have your layouts in the right data pool, you can build your groups. There's a optional step here to make things easier for the group maker tool. You can name the layouts with the group names. So let's say I want to have those fixtures as extra 1, my bins as bin, so just gonna set the name as bin, those blinders as blinder, and this will make easier for the group maker tool to match your groups with the layouts. So now let's open the show setup, group maker, and here what you need to do is select every group you want to build and select the layout to be used as a reference for each group. Since I named this layout as bin, it already matches my bin group. You also need to set the view that was used to build this layout. So for example, if it was a front view, just leave it at front view. If it was a top view, change it to top view. You can set the main axis. Since this stage is all lines, regular lines, I'm gonna leave it X, but if you have columns, you can change to Y axis. And the direction, the main direction. And then you're gonna do this for every group. So let's say my spots here are gonna be my mega points, and RGB1 the pixels, make one to washes, P5s, blinders, fine, and this is fine as well. And after you're happy, and after you're done, just hit apply, and it will build your groups. So now let's check the results. Let me make this layout bigger, and also bring up the 3D, turn on the highlights, and let's check out the groups. The first group is gonna be a linear selection. We're gonna take a deeper look on this later. Okay, like line by line. You have a grid representation. Let me bring the selection up so you can see. Let me move this down. So this is like a grid representation. You have 3 blocks. I really like doing those like big chunk effects. Odd even, but odd even. Think about the odd even, not fixture IDs, but more like lines. So have an even line and then an odd line. Left, right, snake. Let's get 2 wings here and then run through so you can see. So it's like a snake selection, like symmetrical snake selection. And we have a symmetrical selection that it's not like a snake, it's a regular one. And one interesting thing that it does, let's get this group. This is a good example. Let me move this down. So here we have 7 fixtures on each line, right? So we have an odd number on each line. It was sort of a pain in the ass in the Mate 2, but here on the Mate 3, it's not a problem anymore, because, of course, for the grid selection, let's say, it's not a problem. But for the symmetrical selections, like the snake and the symmetrical selection, it is a problem because you lose the symmetry. But the plugin resolved this. So let's check it out. See? So this is this snake selection. So we don't have any problems with the one in the middle. And also for the symmetrical selection. So this is something really cool that this plugin can do. Before we finish, let's take a quickly look on the Advanced tab. Here you can change some of the default values. You usually don't have to, but maybe for more complex stage designs or like really dense layouts, it could be useful. But don't change anything here if you're not sure what you're doing. So just change it if you really understand what each function does here. And this is all better explained in the manual, okay, user manual. And of course, after finishing your groups with the group maker, always check your groups if they match what you want. You can always adjust your groups, and this view, this group view, is really useful for this. So let's say, oh, this grid, I am not happy with this grid. I want to make like the fixtures on the floor like more separated from the ones that are hung. You can always change it. You can always adjust for your needs. And since this is a recipe-based show file, now that we have our groups ready, all of my effects, they already work. So of course, we still need to take a look on the presets and some more details, but we're not that far from finishing our setup. This is a really powerful feature, a really powerful tool that will help you a lot when using the show file. And before jumping into the presets, we'll just take a better look on all those groups that the plugin has built, just for you to understand like the concept and what you should expect to have on each group, on each subgroup for every group on the show file. So see you next video.